Hello friends, we are live at Animal Kingdom today. Just gonna walk around, check out everything and see what we can get into. Make sure I got all my settings correct and follow. Everything looks good. Live stream is going. Just trying to give y'all some cinematic look here. Alrighty. So it is Friday, September 22nd, 2023. It's a little after 2. Getting ready to scan myself into Animal Kingdom. And let's go on our adventure. Thank you. All right, we are in the park. All right, let me start over because my audio was down. It is September 22nd, 2023, a little after 2 p.m. Just gonna do a little stroll in the park at Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna.
I don't really get many audience from my live streams yet. I'm trying to figure this out. Hoping that you guys will join us or join us late and kind of be a part of this. Of course, definitely subscribe. Give me a like so I can get more attention on these live streams and be able to do them more often. It's going to be my first animal visit of Epcot. I mean, Animal Kingdom. I go to Epcot too much. I stream at Epcot too much. So, every park has a grand entrance. Magic Kingdom, you know, you go down to see the castle. Hollywood Studios, you go down to see the Chinese Theater. In Epcot, you've got Spaceship Earth right there. Animal Kingdom's a little different. It's really chill and relaxing coming in. And of course, you got the Tree of Life and the big reveal. But I just really love the therapeutic effect that Animal Kingdom gives you. I need to stop saying Epcot. I'm actually going there tomorrow. No live streaming, just hanging out with the wife and gonna have a really good time. But back to today, and here is the big reveal. They say that is an upside down oil tanker, repurposed into the Tree of Life. I always feel like it's raining here every time I walk across this bridge. So much humidity. So out in the parking lot, I actually parked further away than I have ever parked. And the trams are running, but where I parked, it's actually just kind of easier to walk down the sidewalk and get to the entrance. Much easier than it is to get over to the trams. So where to first? When I'm rope dropping, I usually go to the right here to get on Expedition Everest, because Avatar is just too crazy to even try to get on. I'm gonna give you guys some scenery here for a second. I'm gonna try to get over a hot.
Discovery Island travelers, in moments, the sky will come alive with color as a variety of vibrant macaws join together, creating winged encounters. We encourage you to gather around our avian specialists at the base of the Tree of Life for a unique journey of discovery, one that you can't see anywhere else except in the wild. Welcome to Winged Encounters.
Good afternoon, Discovery Island. Winged Encounters is getting started right over here by the roots of the Tree of Life. Come on over and hang out for a short experience that you are not going to want to miss. And all of this open space right here, these are going to be some of the best spots to be if you want birds flying right over the top of your head. Now, my name is Keegan. I'm joined by an awesome team of avian trainers and conservationists. We have Ashley, Aaron, Dan, and then right over here is Morgan. And for those of you who have seen our show before, you know that we work with just 100 macaws. And we train these birds using positive reinforcement. So they know if they make the half-mile flight out here from their aviary and land on the roots of the Tree of Life with us, they're going to be getting some of their favorite snacks. Obviously, we don't speak their language, they don't speak ours, but we do know what they like to eat. And that usually comes in the form of a nutshell. And that's basically our way of saying thank you in hopes that they do that behavior again and again in the future. But obviously there's no birds out here just yet, so that just means the best part of Winged Encounters.
Hello, I can't see who is actually joining us, but I do have one viewer. Thanks for coming in.
Just about 100 macaws. We actually get to work with 8 different species every single day. And one in particular is really special to us. They're called the blue-throated macaw. And they're one of the rarest species left out in the wild. And in the country of Bolivia, where they're native to, there are fewer than 400 blue-throated macaws left. That's it. That's a scary low number, and it's due to things like deforestation, which is leading to their habitat loss and the illegal pet trade. But it's not all bad news, because we partnered with an organization called the World Parrot Trust, and their goal is to breed these blue-throated macaws so that we can release them out to meet up with that smaller wild population, to boost up their numbers, to save critically endangered species, beautiful birds, and skies that look just like this. Absolutely incredible, and definitely a site worth protecting out in wild places. So many different species of macaws coming out here to join us right now. Right over here to my right-hand side, that's that blue-throated macaw that I was just talking about. Feel free to come on in and take some pictures because you never know where these birds are going to go. I also like to pick off these, it does sound like these birds are about ready to take off on their next adventure, so get your cameras up and watch as these birds take flight. Okay, there you go. Looks like there's a lot of you hanging out here finishing up some of their favorites. Feel free to come on in and take some pictures while they're hanging out here. Of course, we'll be here as long as they are, so feel free to ask us any questions. Whatever you do, enjoy the rest of your day here at Disney's Animal Kingdom, and we'll see you later, everyone.
Thank you for joining us for Winged Encounters. Remember, together we can help ensure amazing sights like these remain in wild places for many generations to come. Enjoy the rest of your adventures here at Disney's Animal Kingdom.
For joining us, friends. We're going to have one more show this afternoon at 3:15. But if you enjoyed our experience and want to see even more birds, go check out the Feathered Friends in Flight show right over in Asia. They're going to be having their 2 afternoon shows at 2:30 and 3:30. But enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye, everyone.
That was incredible. Wow. That was the first time that I have actually been up close for that. Pretty good. Pretty good. So now I'm gonna head over to Asia, go through Dino Land USA, and just see what's going on. Magic Kingdom closed at 6, so there are a lot of people out. This is a pretty thick crowd for Animal Kingdom. I'm hoping to get on the Kilimanjaro Safaris. That's what my one ride goal today is. I think I'm gonna head over to Asia and try to go find the tiger. Flame Tree Barbecue certainly smells really good right now. Uh-oh, and we got Kevin over here. I'm gonna leave the normal lens on, try to get close to Kevin and see what Kevin's up to today. Kevin is in a good mood, it looks like. I'm gonna go wide on this.
Alright friends, go ahead and take your cameras out, take those photos right where you are. We're all gonna keep our distance between ourselves and Kevin, just so she can show all our pretty photos to everyone around. There is no lines or no cues, so take those photos right where you are, friends.
It's always good to see Kevin out. I see a lot of children running up to him and bombarding him. He does not like that. He leaves when that happens. So cast members are doing a good job keeping the crowd control going. I'm actually going to keep walking and passing through, just trying to wait for the crowd to disperse a little bit. Bye, Kevin. Sweet. I always feel like it's a good day when I see Kevin. Of course, the only place I ever see him is Animal Kingdom. So I know at the last D23 over Epcot a few weeks ago, they announced that Dino Land USA would be going away. But I do not know when that begins, when they start the construction. You can see Everest just a little bit over there. We're actually going to walk right by Expedition Everest. For all you guys jumping into my live stream to see what's going on today, thank you so much. This is only like my second, third real live stream and trying to get more. My Disney audience is not very big. I seem to get all my views from my channel for my cruise videos, but I would love to build up an audience with a bunch of Disney lovers. Of course, most Disney lovers are also cruise lovers. Dino Bites. I'm gonna take a left up here and go by the big dinosaur and head over to Asia. There we go. I could have turned left back there, but I wanted to kind of walk through Dino Land USA one of my last times. Also, because I don't know when they're going to start the construction over here. With this streaming app, it's really hard to, I can't see the chat unless nobody has posted in there yet. I can't see when people come in or out. I'm gonna walk right by Nemo and Friends. The show is super amazing, but I'm not going to watch it today. So it's still super hot in Central Florida, but it's calmed down a little bit to the point to where you can breathe outside now. So just kind of outside enjoying the day, people watching, animal watching, all that good stuff. There's the Finding Nemo Big Blue and Beyond show. So my first time at Animal Kingdom was like after the reopen of the pandemic. And they had a show here called Kite Tails. They had like boats and like parasailers and skiers like flying kites. It was really cool. I think they put it into it though. Let me go ahead and zoom in on our friends here. I wonder if they're going to come close enough to where I can see them. I'm gonna let them get about halfway over here. Then I'll zoom out to the wide lens so we can see them pretty good. Actually, I think I'm gonna leave this lens on. Now we're up to 3 visitors. Thank you for coming. I cannot see who you are because of my streaming software. I'm testing this one out, trying to figure out which one is the good one. Thank you for joining us, and I'm hoping if you're able to post something in the chat, I can see it. We got one more coming by, and then I'm gonna move on over to Expedition Everest. Let me see if I can get close.
Greetings, fellow wilderness explorers. Great news! Russell and Doug have successfully spotted their feathered friend Kevin. Now, just like you, these two are off on their next adventure. Remember, the wilderness must be explored. Roar! Enjoy all of your adventures.
Let's go back to my back camera. All right, that was a lot of fun. Saw some birds, I saw Kevin, I saw Russell, we saw Rafiki. And now we must go see the home of the Yeti. There we go. Such an amazing view right there. This used to be my favorite Disney ride until Guardians of the Galaxy came. And this was definitely not a close second, but I still really love this ride. Don't want to leave this beautiful view, even though I do want to go over there and see more of them coming out of the mountain. Whoever just jumped in and joining, thank you for joining me. For those that didn't hear me because I think my audio is messed up, I'm going to edit and cut out all that video. If you're just joining us, we're live at Animal Kingdom. I'm over here on the back side of the Tree of Life. Just having a snack, getting ready to go over and do the nature trails behind the Kilimanjaro Safari. It's going to be a fun day. It's been a fun day already. I'm going to try to ride the Kilimanjaro Safari, but I want to walk through it first and show you guys some of the animals. Earlier in the video, I saw the tiger over there at the jungle trek, and she was sleeping. It was fun. So now I'm about to give you guys a little. We got some friends floating on by. For everybody that has just joined us, thank you for coming in.
Thank you very much, explorers. We are the Discovery.
Give y'all a little scenery while I continue to rest my feet. So I'm very new to live streaming, and it was kind of cool because I just had 6 people in here. This is only my 3rd live stream, so it's kind of fun. And now I got 4 people in. For everybody that's here, tell me what your favorite thing at Animal Kingdom is, if you've been here, of course, or your favorite thing that you would want to see. Have a little bit of drink left, and then we can get started. Alrighty. Got some more friends about to float by. Simone and Rafiki.
She's going around on the other side.
For some of you that don't know me, I moved away from Atlanta to be able to go to Disney all the time. That's like 2.5 years ago. And I started out by working on Disney property, visiting the parks during the pandemic, and I found a lot of peace and comfort and healing here at Animal Kingdom. So I'm super excited to be here today. Finished up my research methods course for my graduate program and jumped in the car, and I was like, let's do some Animal Kingdom. All right. The three of you, thank you for hanging in here with me. We're gonna go see some silverback gorillas. And for any of you who aren't tuning in live but will be watching it later, we are on our way to the backside of Kilimanjaro Safaris. We're gonna do like the exploration, it's like the gorilla exploration trails. Do the exploration trails and then try to find a good time to get on the safari. Harambe. All right. Standby line for Kilimanjaro is currently 45 minutes. Or does that say 75 minutes? I think that says 15 minutes. So let's scratch that. We're gonna go ride the Kilimanjaro Safaris now. I didn't bring my glasses, but does that say 15? This is amazing. A 15-minute wait for the Kilimanjaro Safari. I can bore you guys for 15 minutes till we get on the safari. And then we can do the walk part through the exploration trails. I'm not believing this is 15 minutes. Sometimes I would rope drop at Expedition Everest and then run straight over here and like hit 2 rides in the first hour of the park opening. Today, doing things a little different. Because, hey, I can.
As you pass by the Savanna River near the Hippo Reserve, you may notice some of our more adventurous guests exploring the park on foot. This is just one part of Harambe Wildlife Reserve, a privately guided 3-hour bushwalk through the Savanna River Valley that gets you even closer to the animals in their natural habitats. Halfway through the trip, a safari lunch is served here in this program.
Let's see what an afternoon safari brings us. I like riding this ride all different times of the day because You get a different experience every time. I wouldn't imagine that we'll see any awake lions today. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe we can see some giraffes, some elephants, some hippos. You know, the usual. So I think an average wait for this is probably 45 to 60 minutes on like a busy day. There seems to be a lot of people here today, but the wait times for the rides are really good. I mean, Kilimanjaro was a little longer than normal, but Kilimanjaro is what I'm on now. The Expedition Everest was a longer line than normal.
Once again, please keep your room together, keep up with the party in front of you, and fill in all the available space. Thank you for touring with Kilimanjaro. When it comes to safaris, we go wild.
So my favorite time ever riding this ride, we were out on the safari on the savanna, and the car and the truck above in front of us got stopped by a giraffe. And then a giraffe came and like went into our window, and the cast members had to come and get them to move, and we were stuck out there for a good 30 minutes, just stopped. Get to spend a lot of wonderful time with the giraffe. If I'm ever going to be stuck out on a ride, I believe that it's going to be this one. I would prefer to be stuck on this one. I think I've been in line for less than 5 minutes so far and already to the barn. If you are just joining us, thank you for coming in. I am getting ready to get on the Kilimanjaro Safaris. It was only a 15-minute wait, and I'm already to the barn. Pretty exciting if you ask me. Alrighty. If you guys want to use the chat and tell me what animal you hope we see today, that would be super great. While you're at it, give me a like and a subscribe. I'm going to be boarding the safari vehicle very soon. These fans feel super good. Anyone who doesn't live in Florida would think it's really hot. I think the weather's really good, but it is on the warm side.
Before you actually enter the loading area, please locate the nearest trash bin and discard any unfinished food or drinks. If someone in your party struggles,
Always go to the left. I feel like everybody's right-handed and goes to the right. I won't be live streaming, but tomorrow I am going to Epcot. I think we're going to get a Genie Plus. We're going to do Soarin' California. We're going to do Guardians, try to do Remy's and Frozen, and check out some festival food. It's going to kind of be a day away from work and a day away from the vlogging, and just a fun all-around day, just being a guest. Just one.
One? Awesome. Row one for me.
Awesome.
Expected mothers should not lie. Once aboard your safari transport,
I am on row one. Hi.
remember to watch your children. Your transport will be arriving at sunset.
I heard. I don't know if this is like from the
Bienvenidos a Kilimanjaro
Pretty sure the person driving is someone that I used to work with at a Disney property and another place.
dentro del vehículo. Y cuida a sus niños. Gracias. Hello everyone, and welcome to Kilimanjaro Safaris. Before you begin your trip,
Look at me all crazy.
that the unsafe roads of the Harambe Wildlife Reserve are rough and rugged terrain. You may experience bumps and sudden jolts on your safari journey. To ensure a safe and pleasant trip, you should be in good health and free from high blood pressure, heart, lack of a neck illness, sickness, or other conditions that could be aggravated by this affliction. Expected mothers should not lie. Once aboard the safari transport, please remain seated with your hands, arms, feet and legs inside, and remember to watch your children.
I'm going to be all the way up front, right behind the driver.
Bienvenidos a Kilimanjaro Safaris. Para su seguridad, permanezcan sentados y mantengan las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del vehículo. Y cuiden a sus niños. Gracias. Hello everyone, and welcome to Kilimanjaro Safaris. Before you begin your trip, you should know that the unsafe roads of the Harambe Wildlife Reserve are rough and rugged terrain. You may experience bumps and sudden jolts on your safari journey. To ensure a safe and pleasant trip, you should be in good health and free from high blood pressure, heart, lack of a neck illness.
Just waiting for the current buggies to move so I can get on and we can start our safari.
Once aboard the safari transport, please remain seated with your hands, arms, feet and legs inside, and remember to watch your children.
well, doors closed.
Arriving shortly.
You are clear.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Hello, friends. My name is Charms. Just like a bracelet, I'm going to be your guide today to the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. How's everybody doing? Good?
Getting ready to board. It's going to be a fun one. I think I finally got the right kit set up for my live streams. There's a few kinks I need to work out, but I'm super excited to what we see out here on the savannah today.
Permanezcan sentados y mantengan las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del vehículo. Y cuiden a sus niños. Gracias. Hello everyone, and welcome to Kilimanjaro Safaris. Before you begin your trip, you should know that the unpaved roads of the Harambe Wildlife
Might be something going on with this one, I'm not sure. I think so. Alrighty.
Okay, everybody means welcome, friends, and welcome aboard. Watch your head, watch your steps, not all the way down. Place all those articles on the ground. You guys see very far. If you have any kids on board, make sure you sit on the left side of the truck or on the right hand side. But friends, once we get moving, there's going to be no more switching seats. Friends on the right, watch those hands, arms, legs, and feet as those doors are going to be sliding closed. Boy, thank you, Warden. You're the best. Now here in Harambe, we like to say Twende. Twende does mean let's go, so let's go. Jabo friends, good afternoon. My name is Jose. I will be your driver in Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Now, just a couple rules before we get started. Please remain seated at all times, keeping those hands, arms, legs, and feet inside the truck, even when we come to a total and complete stop. Now everybody, look above your head. That's an animal spawning guide with some of the animals we may or may not see on today's wild adventure. So make sure you keep an eye out. We'll hold on to all your loose articles. If you drop anything like a hat, glasses, cell phones, or a camera, unfortunately I cannot stop for you to pick it up. I will call the warden to come out here and grab it. I don't know how long this is going to take. So to prevent that from happening, make sure you hold on to everything. And friends, if you drop something, just so you know, these trucks won't stop for anything in the road, and neither will these animals. So you might be returned with a broken hat or a half-eaten phone. Who knows? So once again, let's hold on to all those loose articles. Now, this is the animals' home, not ours, so let's treat them with respect. Please do not try to scream, yell, whistle, holler, bark, roar, meow, pet, touch, or feed the wildlife. That means no eating on board and no smoking or vaping here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. If you have any questions at all, I'm more than happy to answer them at the end of our tour when I drop you guys off before you go on to your next wild adventure. We're just waiting for the warden to give us the all clear. We should be here in just a few moments. So friends, don't forget, hold on to those articles. Make sure we respect the wildlife and all these trees and bushes and the environment. Any questions? I'll take them at the end of our tour. Once again, my name is Jose. It's going to be a pleasure driving you guys today. Sit back, relax, let's enjoy our smooth 2-week journey to the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. We're going to have so much fun over the next 2 weeks. It's only going to feel like 20 minutes. Now we begin our adventure in the Little Forest. Out here in the forest, these animals do an excellent job at hiding. So I'm going to need your help trying to spot some animals. Look at that, not too far into the reserve, we have what's known as the okapi to your right. The okapi is striped like a zebra from its legs, shaped like a horse, but it's actually related to the giraffe. In fact, that is the only living relative of the giraffe. Discovered in the year 1901, that animal is unfortunately critically endangered, fearing deforestation of its natural habitat for coltan mining. Now what's coltan? That's a great question. Coltan is actually found in your cell phone. So to better protect that animal and its natural habitat, don't forget to recycle any old electronic devices you might have laying around. Just in time for World Rhino Day. Up ahead to the left-hand side, we're going to have what's known as the black rhino. Another endangered animal, unfortunately, but the black rhino on your left-hand side. There's only about 5,000 of them left in the world due to poaching of their horns. Now, you see that big and beautiful horn? People want that horn for some reason, even though that horn is made of a compound known as keratin, which is the same thing that makes up your hair and nails. Our friends, don't forget, make sure we have our hands, arms, legs, and feet all the way inside the vehicle for us. That's just going to get even more bumpier up ahead. Now, hopefully it is, like I did today, it is World Rhino Day. Now, hopefully we get to see another species of rhino roaming around the reserve a little bit later. So fingers crossed, hopefully you can see 2 of them today. But in the meantime, to the left, some more horns. Those are going to belong to the bongo. Now, the bongo is a very amazing animal. Now, that animal is a female. How do we know? Look at the color of her coat. She has a dark brown coat, while the males have dark black. And to the left, the greater kudu. I know we know that's a female greater kudu because they don't have any horns. Only the male greater kudu have horns. Now, friends, as we leave the forest, we're going to be slowly approaching the Safi River. But before we get to the river, so far you guys have seen 1, 2, 3 endangered animals. The bongo, the black rhino, and the okapi. I'll let you know which of the animals are endangered. I'll let you know how you can join Disney and Harambe in the fight to protect our environment towards the end of our tour. But for now, we have now entered the Safi River. And the Safi River, these animals are known for their jaws, they're known for their teeth, they're known for their bite. No, I don't mean sharks, of course, but before we get to those animals with the teeth, look at these birds with those beaks. These are known as the pink-backed pelicans. The pink-backed pelicans are the only species of pelicans that nest up in trees. But the males and the females will actually nest those eggs, and they get their name from the pink coloring underneath their wings. It gets brighter and brighter during mating season. Now, my friends, as we turn this corner, let's make sure we all stay fully seated, following the rules I did talk about earlier. Making sure we're keeping those hands, arms, legs, and feet all the way inside the truck, friends. As we continue on our tour up ahead. Now, it looks like we hit a little bit of a roadblock here. A little bit of traffic on the reserve, but we should get moving here in just a few moments. So don't forget, make sure we stay seated for your safety. Now, it's going to be kind of hard to see some of these animals in the river. That's probably because this river is very, very deep. Deep, deep, deep. The animals tend to walk around the river floors to kind of get around. Now, I think I might see another animal up ahead here. And we are going to keep on moving. Not much movement in this part of the river or even by the waterfall, but up ahead to the left, we're going to have what's known as the Nile crocodile. The Nile crocodile is the largest species of crocodile in Africa. These animals are able to eat their entire body weight within a single meal. That means they don't have to hunt every single day. In fact, they only hunt about once a week during the summer months and about once every 2 weeks during the winter. They can grow to be about 20 feet long, which is how tall the giraffe is standing up.
I do not want to run into one of those on the streets.
Now with the Nile crocodile, I'm sure you guys were able to see some of them have their mouths wide open. That means that they're very, very hot. So what they're doing is releasing any sort of excess body heat. Unfortunately, unlike humans, they do not have any sweat glands. So they can't just sweat out the body heat like what humans and other animals do. So when they get very hot, they're either going to go take a swim in the river, and if that's not cold enough, they're going to lay out in the sun with their mouths wide open to help regulate their body temperature. If they get too cold, then they're just going to lay out in the sun. Now, once again, it looks like we're experiencing a little bit of a delay up ahead. Now, I think the warden just called in. It might be an animal in the road. So if you guys look above your head, we're going to play a small little game while we wait. We're going to play, guess what animal is blocking all these trucks?
Giraffe.
I'll let you guys know what the answer is in about a few moments, and hopefully we pass by them here in just a little bit. But talk to your friends or make a new friend and see who can guess it correctly. I'm hearing lots of great guesses all around. Now I'll give you one small hint. This animal does have 4 legs. So I hope that helps you out there. But it looks like we're still going to be going very, very slow. Now in the meantime, we're still surrounded by a bunch of different bushes and trees. In fact, half of these trees and bushes are a great source of food for a lot of these animals, except for one particular tree. There is one tree up here to the right hand side, known for its very unique look and its very unique purpose. On the right, the baobab tree. This tree on the right holds so much water. If an animal cannot find a watering hole, it's going to dig its horns or tusks into that tree, releasing water for that animal to drink, giving that tree the nickname, the tree of life. That's also nicknamed to the upside down tree. Why? Look at those tree limbs up at the very top. It looks like it's roots, but no, friends, those are in fact its tree limbs. They only hold their leaves for about 3 months out of the year, and that's only going to be during the winter. Those trees are also the first time we're entering my personal favorite part of the reserve. Also the largest part of the reserve. Everyone, welcome to the savanna. The savanna is home to many animals you might be familiar with. Some of them you might be able to see from here because of their height. Maybe their spots, their stripes, their teeth, their horns, their roars, their speed, their stampede, or even their size, big or small. I'm sure you guys can see them from here, but we're not going to talk about the giraffes first. No, we're going to talk about my favorite antelope on the right, known as the springbok. Now the springbok to your right hand side are the fastest animals on, second fastest animals I should say. They can run a top speed of 55 miles per hour. Now right there too is going to see 2 zebras. Actually, I would say 1.5. The other one is only a couple months old. As a baby, or should I say a zebra fowl, which is a baby zebra. And with those springbok, they can jump about 12 feet forward, 12 feet backward, 6 feet up into the air, which means if they want to, they can run over here and jump over your head to the other side of this truck. Now once again, they run about 55 miles per hour. The only animal faster than them, of course, is going to be the cheetah. Now I see some giraffes all the way in the distance. Now we're going to get a little bit closer to them. Hopefully not too close. As that is the animal that was blocking the road. So, hope you guys guessed correctly. But it looks like we're back on the move. And it seems like they're just trying to find some food. And on the left, we have the painted dogs. The painted dogs on your left-hand side are some of the best hunters in the world. They have a 90% success rate of hunting. They hunt in a group, which is what makes them so successful. They're about the size of your average domesticated dog, but they are not a domesticated species. That's why they're all the way over there and we're all the way over here. They are unfortunately endangered. Fewer than 7,000 dogs left in the world. Fewer than 700 packs, unfortunately. On your right-hand side, the Maasai giraffe. The Maasai giraffe is the tallest animal in the world, standing at about 20 feet tall, making them taller than this truck. We do have another giraffe here on our left-hand side, and also on the left, back there, look at those horns. They belong to the sable antelopes. My favorite antelope species here on the reserve. Those animals are very courageous. In fact, they're so territorial that if an animal were to come near it, even lions and rhinos, that animal will not run away. It'll stand its ground and fight back, heading head first using those horns. I'm going to talk about the giraffes here in just a few moments as we're going to get even closer. But let's talk about these piles of dirt. This is known as a termite mound. The tallest one on our left is about 5 feet tall. It's home to millions of termites made up of dirt and dung, but it is hard as concrete. That's what happens after it dries. This is my favorite giraffe here on the left. Now the reason this one is my favorite is, although we cannot see it, if we're looking at it here on the left side of its neck, it has a very unique shaped spot that's in the shape of a heart. That's why this one's my favorite. Oh, there she is. You can kind of see it there. See about halfway up? Oh, yeah. Now speaking of their heart, her heart weighs around 25 pounds and is about 2 feet long. They need a big heart to push all that blood up their neck to their brain. Now speaking of their neck, that's one thing we have in common. Look at all these giraffes all around us. It's actually their neck, not the length of our neck, of course, but what's inside of it. Both humans and giraffes have 7 vertebrae in their neck, which means that long neck is only 7 bones, the same amount of bones found in the human neck. And now my actual favorite animal here on the reserve is going to be the Ankole cattle. Look at those horns. This would be my favorite animal because they remind me of where I'm from and where I grew up. Those animals are seen as a sign of wealth in Africa. They're not hunted, harmed, poached, or even eaten. They're actually traded for goods and services. Here's a look at the eland there on your right. That's the largest species of antelope in the world. Now the male, there's something very unique that happens. Every time he walks, which I don't think we're going to be able to hear, it's a little too far, his knees sort of make a snapping sound. That's his tendon snapping back into place. Now it doesn't hurt the animal, and we don't know exactly why he does this, but it just happens naturally. Now also right here, here's another look at my favorite animal once again, the Ankole cattle. Now the Ankole cattle, look at this one here on the right. Her horns curve inward, which almost form a completely perfect circle above her head. Like I said, their horns can grow about 6 feet long from tip to tip, and they look like they're very heavy. They're actually very lightweight. On the inside, they're patterned like a honeycomb, which helps with the weight distribution and the airflow. Now up ahead, we do have a giraffe in the road, so we're going to be hanging tight here for just a few moments. The warden is already over there trying their best to lure them out of the road, either using some of their favorite treats. So hopefully that works. It looks like the giraffe is already moving, so we should be back on the move here in no time. Now with the eland, the male, which is a little bit further away from us, he does something very special. Whenever he wants to get the attention of the female, especially during mating season, he's going to dig his head into the ground, digging up all these little piles of dirt, creating a sort of flower dirt crown to impress her. Now he's done this many times, but it has never worked. Now also to the right, we're going to have what's known as the wildebeest. Now the wildebeest can travel in herds from as small as 2 to as big as 1.5 million per herd. There's so many in a single herd, it is often believed you can see these animals from the International Space Station during their Great Migration, which takes you about 500 to 1,000 miles all across the savannah. People think they can see them from space is because these animals will produce a giant dust cloud.
There's the giraffe holding up
Now
the
the
road.
giraffe very far away from us. Hopefully we are going to get a little bit of a closer view, but once again, hopefully not too close. Not close enough to be able to block the road, but it seems like thanks to our amazing team here, make sure the animals are being well taken care of. Try their best to kind of lure him out of the road, which is what they did successfully. Now I want you to look from the belly down to the ground. From her belly down to the ground, that's about 6-foot height difference. Doesn't look like it, but she is very tall. That means a baby giraffe, when they're first born, the giraffe does not sit down nor does she lay down. She actually stays standing and gives birth, which means a baby giraffe falls 6 feet straight into the ground when they're first born. But don't worry about the giraffe. They can actually see, hear, walk in even minutes of their lives. That's because they're so small and fragile, they have to be able to get up and go as quickly as possible. So after all these bumpy roads, all these broken tree limbs and tree branches, it's going to be a good sign that we may be entering elephant territory. Now why are these broken tree limbs and tree branches? Now elephants tend to knock these trees over to get the nice tree limbs at the very top or even the tasty roots underneath the tree. All the way to the right hand side, the African elephant. Now we know it's an African elephant because of the shape and the size of its ears. Its ears resemble the shape of the continent of Africa, which is where they're from, and they have the largest ears of any elephants in the world. Let's get a different look over here. So far we've seen a lot of endangered animals. The painted dogs, the sable antelopes, the Maasai giraffe, and now, unfortunately, our friend to the right, the African elephant. These animals are endangered because of those white things coming out of their mouth, known as their tusks. Tusks are made up of ivory, which is worth a lot of money to different cultures in various parts of the world, not just in Africa. And unfortunately, they cannot regrow them, which means they're very limited, which makes it even more valuable, which means people will do anything to get their hands on them, even taking the life of the elephant. Now, that is a very sad truth, but I'm grateful for us. We've had partnered with different organizations around the world that are here to protect these animals out in their natural habitats. They're out there to protecting the sable antelopes, the African elephants, and even the rhino. About those organizations and how you can help again towards the end of our tour. But for now, we've only seen one elephant. Let's see if we can go find some more. Now, African elephants travel in very different herds. The males tend to like to roam around by themselves, while the rest of the herd travels with only the female, the adult female, and some of the younger elephants. Now, from time to time, the elephants like to walk through this small area. If you look to your right, those are some tusk markings. Looks like some elephants have been through here recently. To the left, on the ground, are some very faint elephant footprints, which means we might encounter some more elephants. Now, what's unique about the elephants and the elephant's foot is that the way their skeleton is made up, they are always walking on their toes and never on the flat part of their foot. And look at that, all the way in the distance there. They're going to be so far away from us. That's the rest of the herd of African elephants. Now, I don't think we're going to be too lucky enough to spot them at a close distance, but that's okay because we have plenty of other amazing animals to check out here on the reserve. We're only about 7 days into our 2-week journey, so we still got a ways to go. More baobab trees all around us. There's not that many of these trees left in the world, so these trees are quite a sight to see. Now, we had a closer look at the elephants, but we also got an amazing look at the greater flamingo here on our left. The greater flamingo on your left-hand side is the largest species of flamingo and also the one that is the lightest shade of pink. Now both the males and the females have those pretty pink feathers, but it'll take them 2 years for them to turn pink from their heads down to their feet. Now I'm sure you guys may know a gathering of birds is known as a flock, but a gathering of flamingos is actually known as a flamboyance. Our friends are still in the savannah, a lot less open land, a lot more bushes and trees, and a whole lot more rhinos. Like I said, today is World Rhino Day. Just a few more facts about these amazing animals. These are not the same rhinos we saw earlier. These are known as the white rhino. What's the difference? Look at the shape of their mouth. The black rhino we saw earlier had a small triangular upper lip which it uses to grab its food. These have a much wider mouth. Now these animals are no longer considered endangered thanks to different conservation efforts around the world. These animals, their population is well over 10,000, but we're still going to keep an eye out to make sure their population never decreases. Now whenever they get very, very hot or trying to get rid of any bugs, this is what they do. If you look to your left, it looks like they're taking a little mud bath to try to keep cool and try to get rid of those bugs, creating a thick layer of mud between their skin. Now, white rhinos are nearsighted, which means they can't see very far. So they're going to use their sense of smell and their sense of hearing to be able to navigate their surroundings. Now, the next animal is going to be so hard to see. I see a cheetah. I don't know if you guys can spot her. Like I can spot her. It's in the green patch of grass right there to your left. And you can really only see her ear. Now, these animals do a good job at hiding. They don't hide from any predators because they don't have any. They hide from their prey. That's because the cheetah, although runs 65 miles per hour, making them the fastest animal on land, they cannot run very fast, or very far, or very long. In fact, as soon as they reach their peak, they get slower and slower and slower, and they will eventually just give up on catching the prey. Now, the cheetah is part of the big cat family, but they do not roar like your other big cats. Instead, they meow like your common household cat. But an animal that does roar is going to be up here to your left. Look at her. That is known as the lioness. The lioness on your left-hand side is a female lion. Now we know this is a female, not a male, is because she is an adult female and she does not have that mane around her head. Only the males have that mane. Now a lion's roar can be heard 3 to 5 miles away. It sends a message out to all the other animals that this is their territory and no one else's. Now the male hopefully will spot him somewhere. Now these animals like to rest about 17 to 19 hours a day. I don't spot the male quite yet, but if you look to your right, I do see the greater ostrich, the fastest animal on 2 legs. They stand at 9 feet tall and can run about 45 miles per hour. Those are females, and how do we know? Look at the color of their feathers. They're dark gray, and we might be lucky enough to see some ostrich eggs around here somewhere. See if we can find some. But look over there, friends, to the left. That is the lion. Like, shh. I think you guys can hear the female. You guys hear that? That's the female. That male won't wake up for quite some time. These animals love to rest. I'm sure you guys may know how to pronounce lion in Swahili. It's actually pronounced Simba. To the right hand side, we're going to have the water buck. The water buck are great animals to have around, as these animals can only be found near permanent bodies of water. And they're good at sensing when there's going to be a drought, so they tend to try to move kind of far away. They can't go quite some time without water, but nonetheless, these animals are great to find near permanent bodies of water. And of course, the greater ostrich is on your right once again. Now, like I did say, we may be able to spot some eggs around here. Last time I checked, they were over here in this patch of grass to our right. Let's see if they're still there. Oh, they're still there. Look at that. Those are going to be friends. In fact, those are some ostrich eggs. Each one of those eggs weighs around 3 pounds each, and the average human being can actually stand on them and they won't crack. That's how strong that shell is. They're so large, you can fit about 8 dozen. That's 12 whole chicken eggs inside one single ostrich egg. Now, friends, I have one last stop before I get you back to the village and on to your next wild adventure. It's up ahead, friends. Time for the grand finale. A moment you've all been waiting for. The greatest of all time. I saved them for last. On your left, the one, the only, the Nigerian dwarf goats. The Nigerian dwarf goats are the only domesticated species we have here on the reserve. They make great pets, they make great landscapers, they produce great milk. That milk is often sold in the marketplaces of Nigeria, helping boost the economy in the process. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed those goats because they officially mark the end of our tour here today. What was a 2-week-long journey actually only felt like an 18-minute truck ride. So hope you guys had fun. I got to see some of your favorite animals today. Now, if you want to see more animals of Kuna Matata, no worries, came to the right park. But here in the village of Harambe, we have Gorilla Falls. Gorilla Falls is a self-guided, self-paced walking tour. See animals like gorillas, okapis, hippos under the water, naked mole rats, meerkats, snakes, and a whole lot more for you to enjoy. You should only take about 15 to 20 minutes, or if you want to spend your whole day there, by all means, friends, go ahead and do it. Totally go on your own pace. Check out all the amazing wildlife we have out there. The last thing to check out is the Festival of the Lion King. Friends, that last show is at 5 o'clock. After that, no more shows for today. It's an amazing Broadway-style musical. You might even see Simba, Pumbaa, and Timon make an appearance. The last show's at 5. Make sure you get there about half an hour before to get yourself a seat inside the theater. It is indoor seating, which means the air conditioning is very, very good. Now, if you want to help make a difference, doing simple things at home like recycling to help the environment and the animals that live in it is a great way to start. You can also start here at Animal Kingdom. Go to any merchandise location, buy whatever you want, and round up your total to the nearest dollar. Disney will match your donation, give you a free souvenir button, and then distribute those funds to different organizations around the world that specialize in protecting the environment and the animals that live in it. Like our bald eagles here in North America, to our tigers in Asia, to our elephants in Africa, to even our sea turtles and other marine life in our oceans. Now, friends, it's almost time to say goodbye, so let's gather all of those loose articles before you do so. If we have any wilderness explorers on board, all of my wilderness explorers on board, you guys have been on board. The simple one. Once again, friends, this has been the simple one. Now, if you guys want to see some tigers, some fruit bats, the Komodo dragon, even the water buffalo, even the bird aviary, don't forget to check out the Maharaja Jungle Trek over in Asia. Great place to explore. Now, friends, here in Harambe, we don't like to say goodbye. No, that's far too sad, far too final. So instead, I'm going to say Kwaherini. Kwaherini means to go well. So, friends, my name was Jose, and it was a pleasure having you all on board today. Kwaherini, go well, go wild, go out there and make a difference, and enjoy the rest of your day here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Fans on the right, wash those hands, arms, legs, and feet as the doors are opening. Watch your head, watch step. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you for coming on board. Thank you. Sure.
Oh, thanks. Have a good one. All right, that was a blast. It's about the best filming job that I have ever done on the safari. Pretty excited about it. I do have an Animal Kingdom video on my channel. Don't think it's as good as the coverage that you saw today, though. The trek. I mean, the exploration falls. Watching my battery juice, and I think I can get through there a little bit.
I knew I didn't nick myself. You ever have those moments?
So, hello, thanks. Hey, yeah. So we're going to the Gorilla Exploration Trail, and we're just gonna see what we can see. If I lose you guys, I'm on 10% battery. I'm gonna try to get some good scenes in before I end the cast, and this will probably be the last thing we do today. I think I'm just gonna stick around till 7 till it closes, but yeah, see what we can find. See, I promised you guys some silverbacks earlier. Silverbacks we shall find. There's lots of fans and wonderful AC going through there. It's funny, before the safari, we were talking about my favorite time getting stuck from giraffes. And there we do, we get stopped by the giraffes again.
We're at number 3. What's next, Grayson? What number is next?
I might have missed the coffee on the safari. Here's a nice little shot of it. I think it was the one they said that was the only living relative of the zebra. I mean, not the zebra, the giraffe. So I just finished the Kilimanjaro Safaris, and now I'm in the exploration trails, trying to get a closer look and trying to race my battery from dying. I've got plenty of juice in my pack, but the way I currently have things set up, I would lose your audio and it would be very difficult to charge while I am on live stream. So I'm just gonna try to get through here and hopefully I won't lose you guys. I started with a 98% battery, and I think we're 2.5 hours into our live stream. So, see if we can see the little guys in here. Hoping to let you guys see the gorillas, the silverbacks. That is my mission.
One that flew right next to your mom.
That big blue thing to go inside.
Oh yeah, you did catch one in there, didn't you?
I can definitely smell the fish. If you guys are not subscribed, subscribe and hit the like button. And when you subscribe, hit the bell notification so you can see more live streams. I'm doing a quick tour through here so the battery don't die before I lose you guys. This is the first time I've been through here and I haven't seen a hippo. So you can see up there above where the safari vehicle drives past. And here is behind the scenes, but I don't see any hippos still. See the little guy just sitting on the rock, hanging out, having a good time. We got some down below as well. We're getting close to the silverbacks. I think this is one of the viewing areas for them. Hello.
So our family troop here, they go to the backyard area. Coy and Flint were both born here in the family troop, so they're on the other side of the Baxters now.
Okay.
So the family just went on their side to see them how they're doing.
Fun. I see the little ones there.
Yeah, they kind of go back and forth. Lily and Grace and Autumn and all them are bouncing around. Hi friends. Lily is by the backyard habitat for a they're running around playing tag.
Right there in the center of the screen. You can see them moving a little bit. Let's go grab a closer look. All right, let's see if we can grab a closer look at the silverbacks. I always have to see Gino on TV. Never get to see him in person. Yeah, let's see what we can see over here.
Lots of veggies. That smell that's coming, that's that. And so they get like lettuce, they'll get sweet potatoes, they'll get corn, green beans, broccoli. See where that white sign thing is? Right under that where the trees are on top.
There's a couple up there. There's a baby.
Really hard to see, but they're right there in the middle of my screen. I promised you guys silverbacks, and I delivered again. Yeah, let's keep moving and see what we can find. I think we're just going to get another view. She's got her back towards us. You can see the sides of her head, kind of silverish. Their infamous name, the silverbacks. So Gino is the oldest and the most senior here, but I never find him. I don't even believe he's in this side. All right, let's keep moving. Well, I think that does it for today, guys. I would stream with you guys till the end of the park. I just have to figure out my battery charging situation. Well, thank you very much.